Good afternoon. This is Coach Hepp here with Mr. Inge. Mr. Inge, appreciate you taking some time. We've got snow in the forecast, and I have heard you are the man at Holly Springs for the snow. But in all seriousness, this is my sixth semester at Holly Springs High School. I know you're an original Hawk and one of the goats of HSHS, greatest of all time. But no, we each I start my classes each day, trying to get to know the kids. And one of my first questions is, favorite teacher, favorite class, and you are a favorite teacher that comes up every time. So yeah, so you're doing a lot of good things, Mr. Inge. We appreciate all you're doing for our community. But so let's real quick, just your classes you teach. I know the meteorology is a big one that the kids love. Tell us a little bit about, you've been here from the beginning. What do you teach? What are you involved with here at Holly Springs?
Yeah, so most of the time I'm teaching biology, honors and academic sections of biology, and then usually every spring I have between 1 and 2 sections of meteorology. I taught earth science before, but I'm not happy with the niche I'm in right now.
Okay, good stuff. And I know you're involved with a number of things outside of the classroom at school. I know you were involved with the wrestling program for 8 years and had a lot of success with that. I'm sure we miss you there coaching up the kids. I know it probably as much as our kids can get with you, it's good for them, no doubt. And FCA is something you've been a part of for a while too.
Yep.
And so yeah. So and then family man, right? 2 little ones.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
How old are they? What are their names?
Actually,
2
6
girls.
and 3.
What are their names?
Camden's my 6-year-old first grader, and Summerlin is my rambunctious 3-year-old.
All right, well, good stuff. Well, so with snow in the forecast, it came out, I think, in an email a couple weeks ago. Everybody's giving you a hard time, asking you a million questions. So I figured I would try to beat everybody to the punch. We've got a YouTube channel going on for, kind of to connect our families with our basketball guys and our lacrosse girls through this COVID environment. And, I figured, hey, no better thing to do than try to, get you face to face here and tell us what's going on with this snow. So, what do we got coming, Mr. Inge? What's coming? What's the prediction?
Well, I'll do the best I can. So I always preface this when I get asked this. There's 2 types of predictions. There's what's going to happen with the weather, and then what Wake County's going to do. So I think what Wake County's going to do is often hard to predict than what actually the weather is going to be.
All right.
Human behavior element. So I'll give you the best on what to expect tomorrow. So first off, for snow, any type of snow, you need two main things. You need moisture, and you need cold air. Like the entire atmosphere above you needs to be below freezing. Oftentimes we hear that a changeover, rain will change over to snow. What that means is it's actually snowing above us, okay? But it hits a line where it's above freezing. That snow is melting, okay? So think about it. It takes heat. I got a little diagram here. This might be a little stupid diagram.
Oh yeah, no, let's zoom that thing in here.
There we go.
Hold on, I'm gonna pin you on here.
Yeah,
let's get big here.
Snowing up here. There's our 32 freezing line, and then it's got to change it to rain. So think about it. It takes heat out of the air to melt that snow. So the air over time becomes colder, and this line goes down and down and down, and eventually we have the whole column of the atmosphere freezing. So that's why they say changing over.
Okay.
It's that melting process is taking heat from the atmosphere, so the entire column will be below freezing.
All right.
That's when we can have snow.
Yeah.
Yep. We have the moisture. So I'm going to share my screen coming in for tonight's system.
Oh, we're getting high tech here.
I don't know about that. So National Weather Service is usually the place I go to. So here's kind of the current, what we're looking at. Got some low and high pressure systems. What we need to know is the low pressure systems, like a hurricane, is a low pressure system.
Yeah, no, hold on one second, Mr. I may have to, are you sharing? I can't see yours right now. Let me see if
I am sharing. Okay. Well, then if you can't see, that's okay. So I'll stop sharing.
Let me see if I can go back.
Low pressure system. You may try again?
Yeah, why don't you try again? Let me try to, how I might be able to do this. Let me go back to that other screen there. Can you try it one more time? Hold on, unpin that.
All right. So
try it again there.
Present a tab here. All right, is that working?
Yes, there we go.
Okay, good deal. All right, so low pressure systems like a hurricane spin counterclockwise. Okay, counterclockwise. So this low tonight is going to be off the coast. And so think about counterclockwise, it's going to feed in moisture from the ocean, right, to our atmosphere, right, in the borderline. There's also going to be a high pressure system off Virginia, and high pressure systems spin clockwise.
Okay.
So you can see we got a good setup for moisture. So the moisture is not the problem as far as snow amounts. The problem, and why we're only forecasted right now to get an inch or two tops, is what I'm kind of thinking, is because of the temperature. So it's just the atmosphere is not cold enough. We also got ground temperature. I'll stop sharing now. So the ground temperature is right now in the 40s. And so, hey, it's going to be heavy snowing at some point, but it's nothing sticking, nothing's accumulating.
Gotcha.
You with me?
Yep.
So it's going to take a while for the ground temperature to, as heat's taken from the ground, to melt that snow before it even starts to rack up.
Right.
So I think you got all those factors there. If the ground temperature were below freezing right now, if we had several days, past few days have been below freezing, we might be looking at 5+ inches.
Oh, wow.
But we're the ground's just not cold enough. If that happens, I'm not saying it's not. If that happens, that means that system got stuck over top of us, basically.
Right. Yeah.
So kept feeding it.
So what would have to happen? So it sounds like there's enough moisture there to bring in 5 inches. So what would have to happen with some of the stuff you were showing us there on the map for maybe that to possibly happen, or the ground temperature is just too warm, it just ain't happening?
Yeah, the temperatures, the low and high pressure systems would basically have to be stalled.
Yeah.
So you've maybe heard of a stationary front.
Okay.
It's not really, two air masses not really moving. And that's just not the case here. There's going to be a load coming through from what's currently in the central U.S. It's going to kind of push everything off the ocean.
So we're rooting for big sledding tomorrow. Then we're rooting for a stationary front. Is that
right? That's
yes.
true. You want this thing to get stuck over top of us. If we had colder temperatures, it'd be better.
Yeah.
But moisture is not the issue with this particular system. We got the moisture, should have the moisture. It's just the amount of time it's going to stay there, and then the warm ground temperatures. So I'm kind of thinking an inch, maybe 2, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if I woke up tomorrow morning and it's just a little dusting here in southern Wake County.
Okay.
So, but hey, we've been wrong before. A lot of things can change between now and then, but that's kind of where we stand right now.
Well, and you mentioned at the beginning 2 things, figuring out what's going to come weather-wise, but then also what's WCPSS going to do. So with this unique, we're already remote, we're virtual. We just actually got an email, I don't know if you've seen it yet, from Mr. Morrison, that I think as of today, now things can change, and I don't want to get in trouble here with admin or anything, but I think as of now, classes would be on as normal tomorrow.
Yeah.
Again, this is 12:55 p.m. on Wednesday. So who knows, things can change, but who knows, the county could do different things. I had heard one thing, now it may be different because we're remote right now, but if we were, let's say, in a normal school year, I had heard that we might go to like an asynchronous learning day, is what I heard. I don't know if you've heard that at all or seen that anywhere, but if there was like a snow day, maybe it wouldn't just be like a canceled day, but it would become maybe an asynchronous day. Now, I don't know how that would affect, like, we're already remote, but like in the future, there might be something like that. So I think there was some motivation to like still allow some of the community to enjoy the snow, down the road, and not just make it like a straight for sure learning day. Like, which is interesting. I grew up here. I remember my junior year in high school a long time ago. That would have been the January of, I think, 96. We missed 2 weeks for snow. We had ice.
Yeah, blizzard of 96. I grew up in Southern Virginia, and that hit us too. So we were out for 2 weeks. Blizzard of 96.
Yeah, good stuff.
Big time.
Well, Mr. Inge, thank you so much for spending time. You're awesome. We're so happy that you're here at Holly Springs impacting the kids. And man, good luck with those kiddos at home. Hopefully you guys get a little sledding in tomorrow.
I need it. Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yep.